Welcome to Bandit's Keep Actual Play. I'm Daniel. Today we are continuing my solo original Dungeons & Dragons campaign, The Song of the Mapper, using Chainmail, or Unchained as it would be, and Outdoor Survival. We are following the Rangers as they explore the third level of a dungeon. We know this dungeon is infested with Bassilis, but so far the party has only encountered an Ogre Jelly, so let's see what we find. Okay, that's the end of that turn. And the Ogre Jelly is gone. So we're going to put this here. I think combat is a scene. That went in our favor. So I'm going to go back to 5. Okay. We could probably see up here. So let's see what the next room is. I guess we want to go back and explore that, but we definitely can see up here though. Okay. Looks like there's oh, it's bones. All right. Okay, so we look up here. You know, our light doesn't quite go all that way. We see that it goes up further, but we want to check this room first. So this turn, we're going to come back. And obviously, the door is open now. We're going to go in and we're going to explore this room. Now, like I said, all the treasure is going to be at the end. So there's no treasure in here. But again, the party does not know that. But do they see that secret door? Because if so, then I'm going to have, maybe I'll have a treasure in there. Because that seems, even though I said there wasn't going to be any. So elves, I mean, they're exploring. So I have 3 elves. They see secret doors on 1 through 4. Oh yeah, 2 of them easily see the secret door. And we're going to see if there's anything in there. On a 1 or 2, there's something in there. Nah. Okay, they open it up, it's empty. And that's turn 5. Turn 6, they have to rest. So while they're resting, there's a chance there's a wandering monster. And there's not. I should be rolling here. I only counted when I roll in there. Okay, so that's 6 turns down. And the party is good to go. Now it's 3 turns in, so 11. So we're going to go 1 more. Just to keep my life simple, we're going to do 1.5 more of these because, again, 11 turns. I should track it, but I'll try it. I guess I won't be lazy. Because remember, 11 turns is out the green slime. 2 turns have gone by so far. Actually, 3 turns. No, 2 turns. 4, 5, 6. Nope, that's 3 turns. All right, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can get to this corner past these, to this narrow little hallway, but also a door. So it takes a full turn to walk there. Turn 2, we're going to actually listen first. We hear something if there's something in that room, which would be this room right here. Is there something in that room? On a 1 or a 2, there is. There is. All right, let's roll. 1, it's a basilisk. Okay, so we hear the sound of the basilisk's tongue flicking, its scaly skin moving over the ground, the thuds of its multiple, a lot of creatures have multiple legs. What do basilisks have? 6 legs or 8? There's a lot of legs. Kind of walking around in there. And the party kind of looks at each other. Now they have a plan. Okay, this is risky. But I think what makes the most sense is for these guys have armor though. I've got to protect myself. Okay. I hate to, oh, the cleric is going to cast Bless before we get into combat. So that lasts for 24 turns. That gives us +1 die per person. So let me actually just check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what that does. Yeah, this is the kind of thing like where you want to use this kind of spell. I have other spells too, like Knock, which I think we're going to use so we can open this door without having to roll for it, so we can just hit this thing and surprise it. So spells. You know, a lot of times people will say that, oh, these utility spells, nobody uses them, whatever. But I mean, with planning and, setting yourself up, these spells can be really, really good. So a Bless spell, add 1 die. Okay, so 1 die, and again, it's going to affect everybody. So the cleric casts Bless. One of the characters casts the Knock spell. It's right there. The Bless. And then what we're going to do is, since the cleric can't fight because she's got the blindfold on, she's going to like push the door open while these other characters are going to let loose with their bows. Now, this magic user is a human, and the way I do magic users in my game is basically they fight as -1 figure or man, if you're using the chainmail charts, with any weapon besides a dagger or staff. So since she's 3 men plus 1, she can actually use the heavy crossbow, just not that effectively. And it's a slow weapon, but she's going to get 1 shot off at the beginning and then step back. So the 3 elves are all going to knock up their longbows. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to push the door open. And I'm going to say, because we're using a knock spell, because we heard the Bassilis, because everything else, that we are going to surprise this Bassilis. Like this is a good plan. I'm going to roll this d6 though, and I'm going to say it's only not surprised on the roll of a 1. Okay, it's definitely surprised. So the cleric pushes the door open, and a hail of arrows flying at this Basilisk. Now, Basilisks are kind of tricky here. Couple of things. Much like lycanthropes in this game and player characters, the Basilisk must be hit 6 times simultaneously to kill it. It defends as 6 heavy foot. So basically, I need to get 6 hits in this 1 round in order for the Basilisk to be dead. Otherwise, it's like nothing happened. So let's see what we've got here. We have 1, 2, 3 elves, all fighting as 3 figures. One of them gets a plus, or 2 of them get +1. And we're going to do the longbows first. Longbow versus heavy foot is 1 die per figure with a 5 and 6 hitting. Okay, so I'll do each character so you can see how this works. So they fight as 3 figures. They do not have a dexterity bonus, so they're going to roll 3 dice with 5s and 6s hitting. They get nothing. Oh, they get 1 more because they're blessed. Yeah, 1. Okay. The next character is 3 men plus 1, which means they can add 1 to one of their dice. Also, they should have got 1 more of the other character because they're in short range. No, okay. So they get 3 dice because they're 3 figures. They get 1 because they're in short range. I need more dice. They get 1 because they're blessed. They also get 1 because of their dexterity. So they're actually rolling 6 dice, but I only have 5 dice here, so I'm going to just roll 5 and I'll roll the other one. They get nothing. And 1 more. Nothing. Okay, they miss. This next character up here, he is exactly the same. Oh, okay, good. He's a much better shot. Oh, we can add 1 to one of the, I don't think it would have made a difference for her. They can add 1 to 1, so they'll add 1 to this one, and that means they get 3 hits. That's 4 so far. Now we have our magic user, who normally fights as 3, but they'll fight as 2 because of the fact that they are using a weapon they're not proficient in. A heavy crossbow is 2 dice per figure, 5 or 6 hitting. So they count as 2 figures. That's 2 dice per figure, right? So that's 4 dice. Plus they get 1 for being blessed. Plus they get 1 more for being in short range. So I got to roll 1 extra die. And then on top of that, they can add 1 to one of these. Okay, 1, 2, these 4 are enough. So the party lets loose on this poor Bassilis, and it just gets slain. Now I'm going to say, because it was surprised, it wasn't looking in the way of the party, so we don't have to worry about any saving throws. When the Bassilis dies, it loses its ability to turn things to stone, like a Medusa's head. So that is 1 Bassilis down. Wow, okay. Now, I know I said all treasure would be in the last room, but I feel like maybe there's some treasure with the Bassilis. No, it'll be in the last room. Okay, we checked this room. Obviously, the Basilisk is dead. And we're going to move on. Come out the next turn, and we're going to listen at this door. This is turn 3. Oh, I have to roll for a borderline monster. Yes. Okay. So at the end of turn 2, when we're in this room still, there is a wandering monster. Let's see what it is. It's a basilisk. Okay, well, we're in this room. Let's just see if the basilisk, let's see if anybody gets surprised. This could be bad right now. 1 or 2 to be surprised. Nobody is surprised. We're kind of there, and in the room, maybe we're checking the corpse or looking around, and we hear a noise and we look up, and in the hallway is a basilisk. All right. Well, let's see how far away it is. 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's here in the hallway. Its movement is... we might have got a little too lucky on that first one. Its movement is only 6. Okay. So what we're going to do at the back this time is it's basically nobody's surprised. So we're going to roll initiative. And we win. I'm trying to think if we should close the door or not. I don't think so, because we want to kill this thing. So we're just going to stay where we are and let the basilisk move to us. And as it starts to move in, we're going to let loose with our weapons. So exactly what happened the last time is what's going to happen this time. We're still blessed, too. So let me see if I have more 6-sided dice here. Okay, so it's coming towards us, so we're going to get to shoot. Now, it is coming towards us, so we need to actually, if we're looking at it, we need to make our saving throws. So effectively, we need to roll a 4, 5, or 6 to avoid it. And I'm just going to go, obviously the cleric doesn't have to roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They're fine. They're not, but I'll check it. They're not. They're not. Okay. So if a normal type were to have this happen, they would be turned to stone. But because these characters are actually magic users, they get a saving throw. 6 or better on 2 dice. Okay, so first character. I mean, that's fine. They got it. Second character. They're fine. Third character. They're fine. Okay, so they avoid it. So basically the rule for the basilisk is at the beginning of each round, the basilisk is alive and you're looking at it. 4, 5, or 6 to not be turned to stone. If you fail that, but you are a magic user, a heroic type, or a superheroic type, then you get additional saving throw to not be turned to stone. Obviously, at this point, the cleric can't do anything. They've just backed up. But the rest of the party is going to let loose with their missile weapons as the basilisk moves in. So let's do up in the corner there. She's 3, right? And we know it's 1 per with 5 and 6 hitting. So she's 3. 1 for the bless. 1 for dexterity. 1 for short range. And she can add 1 to one of them. So that's 3 hits. Okay. Second character, we're just going to do them because they are, I'm sorry, them, because I think they're exactly the same. Yes, they are. They're exactly the same. Ooh, not quite as lucky though. 1 more. Then we're going to do this character. They don't get the +1, but or the dexterity bonus. So again, there are 3 figures. 1 for range, 1 for the bless. They get 1 more. It's 5. All right. Last character to shoot is our heavy crossbow shooter. She's 2 figures, but it's 2 dice per figure, right? She's in short range. She has the bless. She can add 1 to one of these. 3 hits, that's more than enough to kill it. That basilisk goes down as well. Basilisk number 2, dead. Yikes. Okay, that was a little bit more hairy though. Okay, turn 3. They come to this door and they listen. They don't hear anything. Okay, they're going to push it open, which they do. Let's see if there's anything in the room. On a 1 or a 2, there is. There's not. Room's empty. That's the end of that turn. Turn 4, I'm going to roll to see if there's a wandering monster at the end of this turn. There's going to be. I'll deal with that at the end of the turn. So they're going to come out of here, and they're going to go to this door, and they're going to listen. If there's something in the room, they'll hear it. Is there anything in the room? There's not. Okay, where is the wandering monster coming from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's coming from here. So they don't hear anything at this door. And at the end of the turn, when they finish listening, the creature is going to come around the corner. Well, we're going to, let's see, 2 things. I have to roll a distance. Oh, it's really far away. 12. So it's actually here. I need another little piece for that, but it's here. And we've listened at this door. We haven't heard anything. Obviously, we don't know it's coming. So it moves. Let's see what it is. Another Bassilis. Well, we know they move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it doesn't quite get to the corner. That's kind of funny, actually. So here's the thing. Is it going to surprise us? Because if not, we probably hear it right now. So let's roll surprise for us. We'll roll surprise for both things. Nobody's surprised. So it knows we're here. It can hear us talking, and we hear it, and we're like, shh. Okay. Wow. It doesn't actually matter because it's 6 away from us, so it can barely get to us, even if we win initiative. Or actually, if we win initiative, we can go through the door. That would be the only benefit here. But do we really want to do that? We don't hear anything in the room, but that doesn't mean there's nothing in there. I mean, I know meta there's not, but the characters don't know that. You know what? They might want to retreat just in case the Bassilis gets on them. So I think what I'm going to do is 3 of the characters, actually all of them but the cleric, are going to stand here and face off against the Bassilis. The cleric's going to try to open the door. You can slam the door open with your eyes closed. Let's try that first. They don't open it. They slam into the door. The Bassilis comes out. And again, once again, same thing. Everybody's got to make this save. No. Yes. No. No. Oh my God. Okay. So first character makes it. Second character didn't have to do it. Third character makes it. Fourth character makes it. Okay, nobody's turned to stone. We will get to shoot it at the halfway mark. So again, going back to our dice. 1, 2, 3. 1 for the distance, 1 for dexterity, 1 for the bless. They can add 1 to one of these. 4 hits. That's very nice. Second character, exactly the same. Oh, that's plenty. 3 hits there. Okay, now I'm going to worry about it. Okay, Bassilis number 3 killed. So they're converging on us. It makes me almost wonder if this is the shrine. But you know what? We said it would be the last room, or will we fight the last Basilisk? And so far, no. The cleric did not open that door, but we did kill the Basilisk. That was turn 5. Turn 6, we have to rest. But I think there's enough time in turn 5 between the combat. Because that came... Well, no, that was the whole turn 5. Should we rest in the hallway? You know what? We're pretty safe here. We're in a corner. We're going to rest. Turn 6, we rest. Roll for Wandering Monster. Nothing. Okay. Now, again, we haven't had it come up yet, but we have 3 more turns that there won't be any green slime if one comes up. So we try to open the door. We easily open it. The room is empty, save for a magic pool. I'm curious if I should use this magic pool or not. You know, I feel like these kind of things, the characters, especially at this point, are smart enough to not mess with. You know, I mean, they're going to take a sample of it, and that's exactly what they'll do. Does anybody want to try the magic pool? Oh, God. I'm going to say that is very unlikely. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. If all of them are yes, then somebody will try the pool. 1, 2, no. Exceptional no. They're like, nah, not even going to take a sample. That's the end of that turn, and we're coming into turn 2. Let's see if there's an encounter at the end of this turn. There is. Let's see what it is. 4. What's for the green slime? No, Ogre Jelly again. All right. So at the end of this turn, there's going to be an Ogre Jelly. Let's move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to be right here. So I guess it could have like crept through the wall, so it could be coming from almost anywhere. But let's do a couple things. Let's see, does it surprise us? We're both surprised, which means nobody's surprised. How far away is it? 7. What distance? 1, 2, 3, 4. It couldn't really be coming from behind us. That seems unlikely as well. I'm going to say 1 through 4, and then 5, 6 from the room. Yeah, it's coming from in front of us. Okay. So it plops down, or it's right there, right? A little bit of light hits it, and we see its pseudopod leap up. And we're like, oh boy, Ogre Jelly. We know it's pretty slow. We know it's kind of far away. We know that fire is the way. So we're going to actually uncork our oil. And it can't even get to us. It only moves 3. So even if we stay where we are, which we will, it's not going to get to us. So we're going to actually throw oil flasks at it, or in front of it at least. And it's going to move forward. And then somebody's going to hit it with a torch at it. Again, you automatically hit the Ogre Jelly. So effectively what's going to happen here is we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these characters. Let me just roll its hit points to start with. Okay, so it has, that was a 5, 17. That's 20 hit points. And the reason why I did that is because if we exceed 20, I'm not going to worry about it. So each character does a d6 per figure that they attack as. So first character does 3. Okay, so that's 4, so it has 16 left. Second character does 3. It has 10 left. It has 5 left. It has 3 left. Third character, does at least 3, right? So, all right, so we threw oil flasks on it. We light it on fire. It's stinky and gross, but it burns up, and that's the end of turn 2. All right, let's move past it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Checking for a wandering monster. Well, actually, no, it's turn 3, so no wandering monster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get to this door, just about. We'll give it to us. Let's see if that'll be the end of turn 4. Is there a wandering monster? There is not. Okay. We're going to listen. The problem is if we open this door this turn, then we have to sit here and rest with the door open. So I think we're going to just rest now and reset everything. And then we're going to go through the door the next turn. So let's open it up. Can't do it on the first try. Roll for wandering monster, which we get. What kind of monster is it? 5. That's the green slime. And it's funny because now it's back. It's finally back. Okay, so same thing. When we go through this door, we should have learned the first time. So we'll say, we finally push it open. We step through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's going to land on their head if they are surprised. And they are. Thankfully, they're wearing armor. And one of the rules of the green slime is if you're wearing a helmet, you're basically safe. So the green slime slaps on her helmet, and she takes it and throws it on the ground. And it kind of burns up the... She has magic chainmail, which is like the thing that goes over your head, but she's wearing an actual helmet on top of that. It gets destroyed by the green slime. So she'll need a regular helmet to replace that. So at this point, if she gets hit in the head, she no longer effectively has a helmet. Because she has like an elven chain type shirt, right? It's not like a chainmail that goes over her head. Okay, well that's a bummer. No helmet on her. But what's on the other side of this door? Oh, wrong card. Okay. All right. That's a monster, but I don't really go by that. So that was turn 1. Well, actually, we opened the door in turn 1 and got, and fought the green slime. Okay, so turn 2. We're going to be right here, this narrow passageway. We're going to see if there's a wandering monster. There's not. 12 will put us here. That's turn 3. Oop, let me dead end here. So turn 4, we will get to this door. And I don't know what that says. I don't think I've ever seen this card before. Very cool. It's got some kind of magic crystal. Oh, that's neat. Okay, again, I feel like this is the kind of stuff we'd want to explore. Unfortunately, this dungeon is being shut down. So we can't come back and investigate it. It probably hurts the magic users very much to do this, but they're not going to do it. Okay, so turn 4, there's going to potentially be a wandering monster. There is. So let me just do something. They're going to listen to that room. Oh, 3 of them. They do not hear anything. 2 things. Does the room have a monster in it? No. Okay, where's the wandering monster coming from? High, low. Low. Okay, so it's actually coming from behind them. 7 back. So it's like right here, or it will be at the end of the turn. So this is turn 4. They're going to try to open the door, which they're unsuccessful at. So they're going to try again. And they get it open and in through the door. And then we're in the end turn 4, the wandering monster appears here. So let's see what kind of wandering monster it is. 6. Oh, I don't think that's good. That's a black pudding. Oh boy. If you've been enjoying these actual plays, please do take a second to like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch some of the older content if you'd like. Let me know in the comments below what else you'd like to see. We're kind of wrapping up, if you will, season 2 or 3, I can't remember what, but we're kind of opening up a new domain here. I have some ideas, but if there's something you'd love to see on this campaign, let me know, and I'll talk to you soon.